The movie opens with Otto Anderson, a notorious curmudgeon in his neighborhood, purchasing rope at a hardware store. He's perturbed by a minor overcharge for the rope's length and leaves, grumbling about the incident. Otto's reputation for being grumpy and a stickler for rules is well known among his neighbors, but some, like his persistent neighbor Jimmy, still try to reach out to him. On Otto's last day of work, his coworkers throw him a retirement party, but he opts out of participating, emphasizing his alienation from others. Back at home, Otto proceeds to cancel his electricity service and begins crafting a noose in his kitchen. His intention to end his life is interrupted when he notices his new neighbors, the Mendez family, struggling to park their U-Haul across the street. Otto begrudgingly steps outside and lends a hand in his unique way. He helps them navigate the parking challenge and then retreats into his home, intent on his dark purpose. However, his plans are once again thwarted when Tommy and Marisol Mendez arrive at his doorstep, bearing a plate of Marisol's homemade food. Otto hesitates but ultimately accepts the gesture of goodwill and enjoys the meal. This small act of kindness cracks open a fissure in Otto's hardened exterior. He reflects on his life as he prepares to end it, but the memories that flash before him include moments with his father. Just as Otto is about to step off the precipice, the hook holding the noose gives way, and he crashes to the floor. As he lies there, an advertisement for discounted flower bouquets catches his eye, sparking a new train of thought. Driven by this unexpected diversion, Otto heads to a cemetery with flowers in hand, visiting his wife Sonia's grave. In a heartfelt monologue, he speaks to her as if she were still present, sharing his worries about Demerica, a relentless real estate developer threatening their neighborhood. Under the cover of the night, Otto delves into his past, recounting his inability to join the army due to a hereditary heart condition that had afflicted his father. On his journey back to Pittsburgh, fate intervened when Otto spotted Sonia dropping her book on her way to catch a train. Acting on impulse, he pursued her and caught up just in time to return the book to the city. Already captivated by Sonia's presence, Otto's affections deepened. However, a twist of fate saw him board the wrong train, a mistake that revealed Sonia's kindness as she helped him with the fare. The change she offered him kept, leading to a dinner invitation the following day. Back in Pittsburgh, Otto's daily life is woven with encounters that shape his perspective. Battling against the intrusion of Demerica's agents on his street and a neighbor he disapproves of, who was throwing rocks at a cat near his home, Otto's world gains new dimensions. In a surprising turn of events, Tommy and Marisol reappear, offering Salvadoran cookies and seeking the loan of Otto's ladder. Another neighbor, Anita, seeks his assistance in bleeding her radiator for heat, and Otto grudgingly obliges, extracting a promise to return his borrowed garden hose in return. Resentment simmers between Otto and Anita's husband, Ruben, following a perceived betrayal, complicated by Ruben's condition that has left him largely incapacitated. Their strained relationship takes a new turn when Anita discusses their son Chris's suggestion of placing Ruben in a senior care home. Amid Otto's struggles, he perseveres in his job and his encounters, even as memories of Sonia's impact resurface. As Otto battles his inner demons, he finds himself once again at the precipice of suicide, this time within the confines of his garage. His despair contrasts sharply with the poignant memory of his dinner date with Sonia. On that occasion, Sonia's compassion shone through as she noticed Otto's lack of food, prompting him to confide his feelings of hopelessness. Sonia's unexpected act of love, a public kiss, becomes an emblem of hope, with other patrons celebrating their connection. As Otto's journey continues, a sudden commotion outside the garage catches his attention. Marisol's urgent knocking reveals a mishap, Tommy's fall from the ladder. Otto is taken aback by Marisol's plea for a hospital ride, considering her lack of a license. Nevertheless, Otto, driven by an emerging sense of empathy, agrees to help. At the hospital, Otto engages with Tommy and Marisol's daughters, Luna and Abby, reading them a story in his own comically exaggerated voice. The girls have affectionately coined him, Abuelo Otto. Amid the hospital routine, a whimsical hospital clown named Beppo enters the scene, seeking a quarter for a trick. Otto hands over Sonia's cherished quarter, but as Beppo performs, Otto senses a deceitful switch of the coins. A surge of frustration prompts him to physically confront Beppo, leading to a tense moment before hospital staff intervenes. Otto drives the Mendez family home, and in a quiet moment, Marisol notices a hint of a smile on his face. The next morning brings a new challenge. Marisol discovers a cat near death in the snow. With the help of Jimmy and Otto, they nurse the cat back to health, yet Otto's reluctance to keep it results in Jimmy taking the cat under his care. Otto's path leads him to the train station, where poignant memories flood back: his engineering degree, his proposal to Sonia. The weight of his past struggles pushes him dangerously close to the edge of the train tracks. In a twist of fate, a man collapses onto the tracks, and Otto springs into action, rescuing the fallen man just as the approaching train looms near. His brave act transforms him into an unsung hero in the eyes of bystanders. Later, Marisol presents him with a heartwarming gift: a drawing from Abby, featuring Otto as the only figure in color, symbolizing his newfound significance. Unexpected connections continue to shape Otto's journey. Jimmy returns with the cat, but an allergic reaction forces Otto to take responsibility. He brings the cat to Sonia's grave, sharing stories of the Mendez family and their impact on his life. An encounter with a teenager named Malcolm unveils another layer of Sonia's influence. Malcolm reveals that Sonia was a beacon of acceptance during his journey of self-discovery as a transgender individual. Otto's journey takes an unexpected turn as he befriends Malcolm over their shared memory of Sonia. With newfound camaraderie, Otto decides to teach Marisol how to drive his manual car. Nervous and prone to stalling, Marisol's attempts attract the ire of a pickup truck driver, prompting Otto's protective response. As Otto calms Marisol's nerves, they continue practicing until they reach a pastry shop reminiscent of his outings with Sonia. Otto buys Marisol a Swedish eclair, evoking memories of his cherished moments with his late wife. Over pastries, Otto opens up to Marisol about his early days in the neighborhood, recalling his close friendship with Ruben and Anita, and the disagreements that arose from their shared love for cars. Marisol, appreciating the glimpse into Otto's past, later entrusts him with the care of Luna and Abby during her and Tommy's date night. As Otto's interactions expand, he extends a helping hand to Malcolm, assisting him in fixing his bike chain. A new presence enters his life in the form of Sherry Kenzie, a social media journalist eager to document Otto's heroic act on the train tracks. However, Otto declines her offer, preferring to keep his privacy intact. Marisol's attempts to assist Otto, including cleaning and organizing, unintentionally trigger his emotional turmoil. Matters worse when a Demerica agent resurfaces, hinting at the knowledge of Otto's heart condition. This revelation causes Otto distress, and despite Marisol's concern, he retreats into his home, shutting her out. In a moment of despair, Otto's anguish leads him to confront a painful memory linked to a souvenir cap from Niagara Falls. The memory resurfaces: a tragic bus crash that left Sonia paralyzed and led to the loss of their unborn child. A knock on the door interrupts Otto's turmoil, sparing him from a fateful decision. Malcolm, seeking refuge after being rejected by his father due to his transgender identity, seeks Otto's assistance. Grudgingly, Otto allows Malcolm to stay on his couch. As dawn breaks, Malcolm's presence brings a breath of fresh air into Otto's life. Malcolm prepares breakfast and joins Otto in his neighborhood rounds. Otto and Malcolm's lives intertwine further when they are found by Jimmy, who brings unsettling news about Demerica's sinister plans. The company is attempting to force Ruben and Anita out of their home, exploiting Anita's hidden Parkinson's diagnosis and Chris's alleged agreement to sell the house, despite his years of estrangement and residence in Japan. In a desperate bid to counter the ruthless corporation, Otto needs to make a crucial call. He turns to Marisol, but their recent strained interactions hinder his request. Otto's sincere apology unveils his inner turmoil, laying bare his ongoing struggle with suicidal thoughts after losing Sonia. He also reveals how he was ousted from his position as the head of the Homeowners Association for his impassioned attack on a board member who refused to support Sonia's need for a ramp. Marisol, moved by Otto's vulnerability, grants him the use of her phone. Otto knows exactly who to call. As tensions escalate, the Demerica agent, accompanied by his henchman, arrives to enforce the eviction. However, Otto has orchestrated a countermeasure. Sherry and her crew are summoned to document Otto's courageous stand against the company's unethical practices. In a dramatic showdown, Otto exposes Demerica's lies and illicit activities, including their unauthorized access to medical files. The agents' attempts to defend their actions crumble under the weight of truth. As the situation hangs in the balance, Jimmy steps up, offering to care for Ruben and Anita, emphasizing the family-like bond they share. Faced with mounting public scrutiny, the Demerica agents retreat, defeated by the collective force of unity and justice. Amid apparent victory, a poignant twist unfolds. Otto's ailing heart finally succumbs to his condition, leading to his collapse. Marisol, now designated as his next of kin, arrives at the hospital. The cardiologist shares that Otto's heart is unusually enlarged. This diagnosis brings a mixture of emotions to Marisol, who smiles with a touch of both happiness and sadness. She finds it ironic that Otto, a man often seen as distant and stern, actually has a heart that's bigger than expected. At the same time, Marisol begins to experience labor pains. Later, she successfully gives birth to a baby boy. In a poignant twist of fate, as the celebrations for Marco's birth are in full swing, in a deeply touching moment, Otto presents Marisol with a crib he crafted, a labor of love intended for his and Sonia's child. With an outpouring of emotion, Otto gifts the crib to Marisol for little Marco, uniting their shared journeys of heartache and renewal. Otto's boundless generosity continues as he introduces the Mendez family to Sonia's resting place. Standing at her grave, Otto bridges the gap between the past and present, bringing together the threads of their lives and the legacy of Sonia's kindness. In the years that follow, Otto's tireless efforts bear fruit, as Ruben manages to crack a rare smile, a testament to the transformative power of Otto's compassion. Time marches on, and a transformed Otto gifts Malcolm his car, symbolizing the passing of the torch and a gesture of hope. As Otto's own story nears its conclusion, he leaves a heartfelt letter on his nightstand. The new Chevy he purchases for himself serves as a testament to his resilience, symbolizing the brighter path he's paved for Marisol and her family. However, tragedy strikes when Marisol and Tommy discover Otto's lifeless body in his home, a victim of his heart condition. In his letter, Otto reassures Marisol that he didn't take his own life. He speaks of accepting the inevitable and making arrangements for his passing. He entrusts Marisol with his home, money, and even the cat, a legacy that will support her family's future. A tender note to Sonia acknowledges her influence and includes a touching warning to keep the new Chevy out of Tommy's hands, firmly asserting that Marisol is anything but an idiot. With heavy hearts, the community rallies to honor Otto's memory. A funeral is organized, paying homage to the man who transformed lives through his boundless compassion. United by a shared commitment, Jimmy and Malcolm pledge to continue Otto's neighborhood rounds. In a final scene, Otto is laid to rest beside Sonia, the culmination of a life dedicated to connections and redemption. The ends as it began, with the enduring power of love, community, and the profound impact of one man's journey from darkness to a legacy of light.